Off-stride Meadowview Princess, and they're off and trotting. Real Live Woman left well along the inside. Erotica is trying to cross right on over. Dream on Bernie is going out with her. JL Ginger is out wide, but trotting up well into the top 4. Keystone Leah, the 5th one away. Jameson is in line from 6. Gaelic left in 7th. Canada hits 8th. Look it again off-stride. Meadowview Princess gapped off trailer from the early breaks. And it's Erotica and Doug Ackerman that made the lead. JL Ginger was off-stride in the 3-hole. Dream on Bernie as a pocket trip position. Closing up in 3rd is Real Live Woman. 28 and 4 the opening quarter. It's Erotica. And Doug Ackerman going to try to front step them in the gold final. Dream on Bernie and George Zernis have worked out a perfect 2-hole ride. Real Live Woman is on the inside 3rd, not for long. There she goes. Steve Condren guides the Real Live Woman up on the attack. She's gunning at the front and going there on the way to the halfway point. Keystone Leah. Back at the inside is 4th. Moving 5th on the outside is Gaelic to pass the half, overtaking Jameson from 6. JL Ginger 7th. Canada is 8th. Look at his 9th. Meadowview Princess 10th. The new leader, Real Live Woman, 1 minute and 2. 31 and 3 rating in the second quarter. Real Live Woman. Moving up on the outside is Keystone Leah, kicked out from 4th. Erotica back along the inside. Dream on Bernie takes a shuffle back to 4th. Gaelic is under again. 2nd over into the top 5 on the final turn. Jameson is 6th in on the cones. JL Ginger is back in 7th. 8th on the outside to turn for home, Canada. And the gapped off trailers are Look It and Meadowview Princess. Real Live Woman. Bearing down is Keystone Leah to the wheel, but still going well is Real Live Woman. 1:30 and 3. Real Live Woman putting on a fine trotting display in the gold final. She moved to the lead before the half, and she's a going off winner in the gold final. Real Live Woman and Steve Condren over Erotica. Dream on Bernie. Keystone Leah was 4th. 1:59. Real Live Woman just flawless. Number 2, Real Live Woman, the 5th race winner at Woodbine of the Ontario Sire Stakes Gold Final. Angus Hall 2-year-old bay filly. From Taurus Design. Owner-trainer is Greg Peck of Newtown, Pennsylvania. Co-owner Gerald Block of Côte Saint-Luc, Quebec. Catch driven to victory by Steve Condren. The first lifetime win in 2 appearances in the gold final. Real Live Woman in 1:59. Pleased to have on hand to assist with the blanket and trophy presentations, Vice Chair of the Ontario Racing Commission, Larry Todd. Larry Todd from the ORC, making the trophy and blanket presentations to the connections of gold final champion, Real Live Woman.
Two-year-old trotting fillies tonight. The winning trainer is Greg Peck. Greg, just wondering and presuming that you must have been pleased with what you saw from her on the racetrack tonight.
I guess what you'd call an understated happiness, that's for sure. It's been a long season. I've spent a lot of time with her, and my family's been understanding, and my partner's been understanding, and I've taken time from my business to fool with this filly, and she's a good one, and it paid off tonight. I'm happy. Thank you very much, I must say.
What pleases you most about the way that she's conducted her business on the racetrack?
She was good from day one. It was just, she had that 1, 2, 3, 4 gait from day one, and I thought she'd be good, and I told people she was good. I went out on a limb, and because you're always afraid of the jinx, but it just seems with a good one, none of that stuff holds up, and she's held up, and she's been just what I named her after the Trisha Yearwood song. She's a real live woman.
In this one, we can expect to see her again in this stakes program down the line?
Yeah, she'll be staying here, and she's eligible for the other ones, the, I guess what you call the Campbellville or the Oakville. I always get the two of them mixed up, 2 different towns, as well as the Breeders' Crown and the Robert Stewart and all the others. And I would like to say hello to my family, obviously in Newtown, Pennsylvania. Thank you guys for being great. And Gerald Block for being a very supportive partner, and my cousin Brenda Hardigan here tonight, and my mother and father, Grace and Bernie Peck and Sidney Mines. I'm sure they're all happy.
Greg, I appreciate your time. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you very much.
Greg Peck, the conditioner. Steve Condren driving tonight. Real Live Woman, triumphant in the Ontario Sire Stakes.